the feed quality is pretty cool.
And angularity, it's a moment of angularity.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
It's
Let me
okay.
get it out. I'm pinning it.
And on this scale, Pat, on this scale, because the image is so large,
No, Keston, come back,
you'll
please.
actually see the profile of mountains and valleys
How pretty is
on the moon
that?
against the sun, completely around with the sun forming this beautiful wedding ring background.
Like
You'll see
cats?
even though the mountains on the moon are small compared to its
I've only had
2,000-mile diameter, you can clearly see
I know
the
that he was smoking
silhouettes
when I went over to
profiles
when I came back from
of
the
mountains
he
on
was
the
just
moon
going inside.
against the sun's edge. You see that? Perhaps
Oh,
the
no, he
largest
came in
ones
here.
are on the lower
No,
left.
he was outside
And
smoking. I
on
saw
the
him. I
upper
was
right.
like, hey, so you have time to smoke? And
So,
not come over
Dr.
and
Green,
smoke?
before you get off, do you one of your last thoughts as we're going through looking at the Ring of Fire that we currently got on the New Mexico feed? That's pretty fascinating. It fits perfectly in our little red.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It does. It's really nice to have that zoomed in view as well. So like Bob was saying, so you can see the mountains. But it's been an amazing evening to watch this annular eclipse twice now. So I think for me it's a great time to hang up my computer and go to bed in Britain. But it's been a really fun night. Looking forward to the next event.
Yeah, Dr. Green, we appreciate you joining us, and again, I'll be in touch regarding the transit. We'd love to have you. Hope you can get access to some bandwidth, because it would be fun to have you back to talk more about what's going on with that particular event when Venus actually crosses the sun, which is pretty. That's like the last one for 100+ years, so that's a big one as well.
Very significant event. This is not to be missed.
Yes, Lucy, you're a real hoot. You've got to join us for that.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Okay.
All right, Dr. Green, take care. All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So that was Dr. Green out of the UK, and you can see, actually put a little bio for her in the box below our feed right here, so you guys can click on that and learn more about Dr. Green's work and what she does. So Bob, here we go. We're wrapping up the show. We got another 45 minutes, 40 minutes. We'll stay on as this progresses through Angularity for both feeds. This has been fascinating. I have to say, this has been really cool. Both of these feeds have been stellar. It's too bad Matt Francis, it would be fun to have him join.
Oh, he's such a great guy. He's gonna be tearing his hair out because he put so much effort into that Grand Canyon feed.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm gonna invite the SLU members in to the hangout. Do you mind? Should we try it?
No, that would be fine.
Yes. SLU members, we got so wrapped up in this. I'm gonna invite you guys in right now to join the hangout. So, that's part of being a member of SLU. If you are a member, you have the opportunity to join our hangouts that we produce. This one was one of those that it's a little bit different, but we just invited, so we'll see who can come in. If you're a member of SLU, you just actually just kind of say you want to be a part of the hangout crew, and you can come in and join our broadcast and talk to the experts directly. That's part of being the benefit of being a member. And while we're talking about membership, please consider it. It does help fund the live broadcast shows that we produce. As you can see on the homepage, we have a lot of other stuff happening in the coming weeks, including a cool moon event happening this week on Friday, as well as there's a Moon, Saturn, Spica Star event on May 31st. And, of course, the biggie is the transit of Venus. That's going to be a fascinating show for 6+ hours, but we do a lot of stuff. So, again, consider membership. You get to control scopes, do other things, interact with space enthusiasts worldwide, snap your own pics, personalize them, do a lot of fun stuff, as well as you help support the programming. And we do have a yearly special rolling right now. If you click on that membership, you'll see it pop up. Get a free 200 minutes to hand this friend. They have their own account, and or if you can't afford a membership, or is that something you don't want to do, please consider a contribution of some form to help with the programming. Really appreciate it. So, Bob, here we go. I'm looking at the New Mexico feed. What are you looking at right now?
I'm seeing the New Mexico feed because the angularity has just ended there. You can see it's now a partial eclipse with those horns or tips of the sun now shrinking, going in the opposite direction. And the sun from California is now uncovering the sunspots. Of course, we're going to see everything now in reverse. In New Mexico, we're still seeing it as a just past annularity. Great event. We really uncovered a wonderful event. Of course, I want to also thank the kind reviewers and the publisher Little Brown for The Sun's Heartbeat and all the great science things about the sun, the most amazing star, and amazing science about it. Available in paperback shortly. The Sun's Heartbeat. Fantastic.
Yes. Bob, I'm sorry to interrupt you on your promo. Just kidding. You know, to prove that SLU is worldwide, we actually have a member, Keith, who's actually from New Zealand. Keith, how you doing today?
Hi, I'm not there. Something's happened here. I should have lost the. I got the wrong page up. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, thank you very much for that. It was actually saw it 3 times. Japan, California, and New Mexico. The New Mexico one was right on target. That was a perfect ring.
Yes, it was. They were obviously positioned precisely on the center line. It was a perfect ring.
So what time? You know, I always like to get the timing down. We were just in the UK, and Lucy was like 2 in the morning. Where is it? What time is it now in New Zealand? And what day is it? Is it
1:42 p.m. on Monday, just Monday afternoon. So obviously Lucy's on daylight time or something.
Right. Well, she's ahead of us. I mean, you guys are all ahead of us. It's pretty funny. All the different time zones we got to deal with. And that's one of the most confusing things that I had to deal with was this time zones. You know, how do you get everyone coordinated? But that's a different story. So Bob, yeah. So what do we got going now, Bob? I'm right in the middle of pinning something, so I want to get this out. Why talk to us more about what you think about this? I mean, this event actually was pretty fascinating, I have to say. I know you think from an astronomer's point of view, it's nothing scientific, or it's not something that's might be of interest to someone of your caliber. But for us, people in the general public, this stuff is just awesome. See,
no, it's pretty darn cool. I have to say that was pretty darn cool. But if you come with us to Australia, I know SLU, we will be covering the total eclipse this November 13th in Australia. And if you come with us, Pat, you will then, of course, see the difference between a totality and a mere annularity. But having said that, this Ring of Fire was pretty darn cool, wasn't it? I mean, I thought it was pretty nice. What we didn't, it's more like what we didn't have rather than a positive. The positive is we got a deep solar eclipse. We saw the dynamic motion of the moon. We were able to track it across the world. The SLU facilities, everything worked fantastically. And sure enough, on the center line, we saw that ring. It was great. Great event. What we didn't get is our fires coming off the edge of the sun. We didn't get darkness at noon. We didn't see the atmosphere of the sun, the corona of the sun streaming off into space, and the other effects that totality alone brings. Nonetheless, to see the moon in its far point of its orbit, to see it looking so small, at lunar apogee, the precise mirror image of where it was 2 weeks ago when we had the largest moon not only this year, but also next year won't even have a moon larger. And now we were able to see the moon at its farthest point. I think that was very, very interesting. A lot of people think the moon circles the Earth. Using the word circle around us would suggest that it stays the same distance. But we saw that, no, it doesn't. Here was the moon looking as small as it ever does, and therefore leaving this beautiful ring or annulus of sunlight surrounding us.
Hey, Keith, you got a TV on back in your background or something?
Yeah, we have.
Yes, that has to be turned off.
Oh, could you turn that down a bit, Jackie? Getting a little bit of feedback from the speakers. I was wondering if that was going to be a problem. I haven't tried this setup before. Laptop upstairs in the lounge. But yeah, I hope to see you guys we're actually trying to catch the eclipse at Australia this November. Maybe we might be able to see you guys there.
Yes, I hope so. We're still working on getting Pat to come. I'll certainly be there. Matt Francis, one of our dear, beloved Slew people the one who could not get enough bandwidth to give us the Grand Canyon feed tonight. He will be there with his solar equipment, so we will be broadcasting live from there. But we're trying to get Pat, maybe Pat's wife to come, maybe kids. You know, I mean, this is a once in a lifetime event. This total eclipse coming up.
Although we're considering maybe having a crack at the 2017 eclipse if possible.
Yeah,
the one in the States.
Yes, of course. Yes, we've almost forgotten what they're like here in the States. 38 years at that point. It'll be 38 years.
And the wife just says the first she's heard about it, but we didn't mention the Selenova meeting the other day with Matthew and Rory said they wanted to see an eclipse. So why don't we go to 2017 in the States? Why don't we all have a crack at it?
I think that's it.
So,
They don't have much.
so Pat, what do you think? Are you going to come this November? Are we going to see this totality together, or will you just be narrating from California? Well, we don't hear Pat at all. We don't hear Pat anymore. I think we may have even lost Pat's audio for the moment. Pat, are you still with us? Well, in any case, let's continue with what we're seeing in California. The moon now is chugging onward.
Did you hear me now?
Yes, now we hear you.
Oh, I apologize. I did that. I screwed up. I actually pushed the mute button on my end here. What I was saying is I'm going to change the contribution now. It's to get Pat and his wife a free trip to Australia. That's how we're doing it. So if you donate money to Slew, it's paying for my trip to Australia. That'll be good. So what do we got going? Go ahead, Bob. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, that's all right. Of course, angularity is